I do not care who you are. Everybody has it, and we're going to talk about finding it. I feel like we've talked about this quite a bit lately, and quite frankly, the reason why is because people just need to hear it differently sometimes. And as we were going through, we finished up the content for my first book, okay? And as we were going through it, one of the parts of the book is finding your superpower, okay? So as we were going through that, I'm like, I need to probably just talk about this in a video as well right now, just to be able to get people off the starting line. And it's essentially finding your zone of genius, which we've talked about before. But you guys, it's your superpower, okay? So first things first, if you are watching this on the YouTubes, do make sure that you click on the subscribe button and also the bell so you get notified when new videos come on, okay? If you are watching this somewhere else, at the end of the video, what you're going to do is you're going to search my first and last name on the YouTubes, and then you're going to click on the subscribe button and then also the bell so you get notified whenever new videos come on, because sometimes they just come on willy-nilly. Sometimes you don't know what's going to happen, okay, you guys? So let me get that off of the screen here. All right. Good morning to you, Andrew. I see you there. Let me get the video up in front of myself here. And we can get this show on the proverbial road. Let's see. Da 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 da. Okay. Cool. So you guys, let's first talk about the fact that everybody has a superpower, okay? There's not a person on the planet that does not have something that they can do better than most other people on the planet. Here is the thing. Most people can't see it because you can't see the forest for the trees. Typically, your superpower, you guys, is something that you do day in, day out, all day long. It feels like nothing to you because you literally do it all the time, okay? So before I started doing business strategy, I never saw it as a superpower, because here's the thing that you're going to realize about your superpower is that you were born being able to do this thing. Your experience in life is the only experience that you have. And so you assume that because you can do this thing really well, that everybody else is like that as well. That's a basic human trait. For us to assume that the things that we do well and the things that we know, we just automatically assume that everybody else already knows these things, okay? So, you know, how often have you had a conversation with somebody and you go over a topic, and maybe it is your superpower topic, and they're like, oh man, I had never looked at it that way before. And you just think like, that's crazy because it's the only way I look at it, right? That's superpower stuff, okay, you guys? Like that's that stuff that you are innately good at, okay? For some people, let me just give you some examples. Some people are innately good at listening to other people and helping them with decision making. And it's not, let me give you advice, it's let me help you see all of the things around this decision. Let's make sure you can see every angle of this so you can make a well-informed decision, right? Some people are excellent at that. My husband, Mike, fantastic at that. He's even taught Nora to look at all options first and then make a decision. Like, he's great at it, right? I go with my gut and I'm like, boop, this is where I'm going. But we're very different people, right? So maybe that is a superpower of yours. Maybe a superpower of yours is Well, maybe it's business. Maybe you geek out on business. My guess is because you guys are in my bat signal. So you know how I talk about bat signal, you guys? Bat signal is your superpower, and then you shine it out bright, and then all of your people are like, oh, that person is my person, and then they come and they follow you, and like you create the coolest community and everything. That's bat signal, right? Well, you guys are here watching this right now because you are in my bat signal. If you're in my bat signal, that means we're the same in some capacity, okay? So like, that means that you recognize something in what I'm talking about that resonates with you as a person, all right? So it wouldn't surprise me if you have business in your bat signal, or business in your superpower, or being able to run business or consult with people that are business owners, and things like that, work at home business, or developing incomes in one way or another, or coaching, right? It wouldn't surprise me at all if you have part of that in you, because that's what I put out there, because that's my stuff, okay? And it's like attracts like, okay? So don't be surprised, and don't be like, well, I can't have that bat signal because she has that bat signal. Your people are different than my people, okay? Your bat signal is flavored by your own life experience and what you have been through, and things that you have overcome, things that you have that you've done in your life, right? Things that I've done in my life flavor my own bat signal. So understand that, like, you can have, I mean, there are lots of people that can share the same bat signal. Nobody is you. Nobody is what you have been through and what has brought you to this point in your life. Not another person on the planet can say that, okay? Just so you understand. So the things that we're going to talk about, this is a lot like the genius one that we talked about before, but I wanted to come at it from a different angle in case people needed it, okay? So again with the notebook. Step 1, again with the notebook, okay? Make sure you carry a notebook around with you, all right? Keep track of what people say to you every day. Keep track of what people ask you every day, okay? Write it down. If it's on social media, write it down in your notebook, okay? If it's in real life, write it down in your notebook. What are people asking you about? What are they asking you for your advice on? What are people already coming to you for? Because again, like I said before, people are going to see your superpower more clearly than you do at first, okay? After a while, you'll be like, oh yeah, that's my superpower. I can sit in it. I get that, okay? But at first, you're not going to know it's your superpower because it's something that you do every day. It's something that you live with and have lived with your entire life, okay? So that is your superpower. Now, number 2, go through the list at the end of every day or at the end of a week, makes no difference to me, and look for a trend. So what you're doing here, you guys, is you're looking for similarities in what people are asking you about. Maybe they ask you a lot of faith-based questions. Maybe they ask you questions about how you raise your family. Maybe they ask you questions about work-life balance. Maybe they ask you questions about allergies and stuff like that. What are they asking you primarily? That's what you need to be looking for, are those trends. And then you guys, number 3, of those trends, which are the topics that you could talk about all day long? Of the questions that people ask you all the time, what are the things that you can talk about all day long without getting tired of it, okay? So, like I can talk about business all day long. I could sit with people in a room sit in a circle and talk about business strategy and how to do business better, how to increase the effectiveness of business. I could talk about that all day long. Adding income streams to what they already have existing, be able to generate and create more wealth based on what they already have. I could talk about it all day long. Okay, you guys, that's total bat signal for me. Now, what is the thing that you could talk about all day long? What pumps you up? We had somebody the other day on one of our HBR momentum calls. It was Tuesday. That's when our calls are. And she was talking about her bat signal or her superpower. We're just using those. We're using those terms together today. She was talking about her superpower, and then at first she was like, well, this is what I think it is. And she was being very matter of fact about it. And it was like, it sounded, if you were to shut your eyes, it sounded very going through the motions, and maybe she was reading something off of a paper, but it didn't feel like there was emotion connected with it, if that makes sense, okay? And then she said this. And then she said, but maybe it's this instead. And then she started describing something else. And it's almost like, you guys know that part in Cinderella where like the dress comes on and there's like the magic going on around her and it's like swirling around her and all of a sudden she is like this graceful princess looking thing. That is what happened before my eyes on the momentum call, you guys. She said, but it could be this, and went into the description of this other thing. Everything in her demeanor lightened up. Everything, it looked like she started glowing, all right? She had so much passion in the words that she was saying. It changed everything. It was very clear. If you guys were on that momentum call, give me a heck yes, because you already know. Like, it was like 180-degree difference. It was like blah, maybe gray, you know. And then she talked about this other thing, and it was like rainbows and butterflies and unicorns and just perfection. That was her superpower. She landed in it, and then she stuck the landing, right? It was amazing to watch because people could literally see the difference between not it and that's it. So here's the thing is, there are many things that we know about. This is where people get confused in their superpower. They think, okay, well, I know a lot about this, this, and this. Okay, that's not my question. My question is, what are people asking you about and what lights you up to talk about, where you could talk about it day in and day out all day, right? That's what I'm asking. I'm not asking what you know a lot about. I'm asking what lights you up to talk about, okay? Now, they're likely similar. However, if you've done a lot of studying around something that doesn't really light you up, that doesn't make it your superpower, okay? So understand that there's a difference there. It's a feeling. When you hit it, you know. You got it. Because there's nothing else. There's nothing else for you. And once you hit it, you are in your lane. And then it's like, boom, here we go. Because that's where you're supposed to serve. Whenever you hit it, to me, you guys, the way that I see it is it's a resonance with you and your creator at that point. You hit it and it's like, there it is, right? It's almost like your creator is saying to you like, okay, now let's do this. You got it. Like, boop, 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 you know, like you got it. Now let's go. So that is how, in 3 steps, long-winded 3 steps, that you find your superpower, okay, you guys? And now you have a whole weekend to play with it. But, yeah, let me know what your questions are, you guys. Let me also, just super quick, if you're not in HBR, if you hear me talking about these people lighting up and starting to live life on their own terms and starting to live a life in service and starting to get paid just to exist, quite frankly, to exist, That's what we end up getting to the point of. We make an income simply to exist because our existence is in service to the world, right? To our community, to our people. And so when we just show up and exist and you can get paid to do so, that's what I'm talking about. And that is what everybody on the planet deserves. In my opinion, that's what everybody deserves. And our kids deserve to see what that looks like. Because when you get paid simply to exist and be in service to your community, your kids get to see you showing up in love every single day. And you are a direct model to them of what life can be like. You're also a direct model of what life can't be like. Think about that, okay? It's our responsibility to show them what they can be and what the possibilities are for them, okay? So only part of it is for us, a majority of it is for them. It's always about our kids, right? If you want to know more about HBR, if you want to have a short chat about it, it's not a hard sell. It's not a weird conversation. What you do is you message my business page, Livin the Dream with Martha. You're going to message it the words case study. The only reason you're messaging it case study, Noah bot is not going to respond to you. It's going to be me, okay? The only reason that you're messaging it case study is so I know what our conversation is going to be about. We're going to have a few questions. I have a few questions for you. You're going to answer those questions. Based on those answers, I'm going to be able to tell whether you're a good fit or not. 99% of the people are a good fit. The only people that aren't a good fit are the people that aren't open to seeing a different way of doing things, okay? The people that aren't a good fit are people that believe that that making a living needs to be a hustle, a grind, and difficult. You're not going to be a good fit because you're not going to open yourself and allow for it to be easier. Okay, it doesn't need to be difficult. All right, you guys. So 99% of the people are totally okay with that. And so you would be a good fit. So what you do is you message me case study. We have a quick chat. I'll invite you into the program if I think that you're a good fit. My guarantee for you guys is that you're going to make 10 grand a month within the first 6 months, or I'm going to work with you until you do. You guys, there's already people making it. Okay. So, and that's within just a couple of months. All right. So this is doable. It's doable. All right, you guys, you do it and you start changing your world. And my only question for you is, are you going to do it now or are you going to do it later? Okay? Because you're going to do it at some point, because at some point you'll watch enough people succeed living life on their own terms and being happy in doing so. You're going to watch enough people doing that where you're going to be like, fine, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. Now you can get a leg up on it now and actually be one of the first people that are succeeding, or you can wait. The way that I see things in life, you guys, is I don't wait. I just don't wait because time is the thing that we all think that we have. You don't know. You just simply don't know. I don't mean to get morbid on you, but you really just don't know. If you plan on changing things in your world, do it right now. What is it? What sense does it make to wait until tomorrow, to wait until next month, to wait until the following month? What sense does that make? Start changing your world today. It doesn't make sense to put it off. Why would you put off something so amazing, you guys? Okay. Let me go ahead and get out of here. What are your questions? Oh man, so many things. Good morning. Michelle, good morning from Chile, New Mexico. Oh my word, Chile. Chalet, good morning. Sherilyn, hey, good morning, Martha. Well, hello to you. Let's see. Good morning, Martha. I fell off your wagon a while ago, but I'm so pumped to jump back on. Successful future. Oh, I can't wait to go in a group and see who said that. Let's see. Ha. Natasha, totally, I'm here for the straight shooter bat signal. Good morning, Andrea. Dana, I guess I'm lucky everyone knows I'm about cooking and animals. I've just got to put it all together. There you go. There you go. Christiana, good morning. Clicked off a Martha video on YouTube to watch more Martha. Oh my goodness. Would love a Martha branded notebook. Hey, listen. Andrea, You already know the business. I'm looking to do like an idea book too, on what filters I put ideas through. So there's the planner, but then also an idea book. So like, how would I accomplish this? What's my date? What's my goal, right? What's my first activity for this? Like that's how my ideas come out, and that's how they're so doable, because I create action right along with them. I don't leave them in idea phase for too long. It's like idea and then boom, how do we make this happen? Chalet, I have no clue what would be my power, much less my superpower. Oh, well, careful with your language, Chalet. Careful, careful, careful. Do your do the mindset stuff, okay? That conscious language is important. Very, very important. What you're telling your brain when you say, I have no clue, first of all, it's in caps, what would be my power, much less my superpower, you're telling your brain that you don't know, okay? Your brain's going to believe that you don't know. So what Heather says is, I choose to know. I choose to know. I choose to remember. I choose to see. I choose, like, and then all of a sudden your brain goes into a different space. So careful with that, because you can literally create a reality where you have no idea what any of this stuff is, where you can also easily create the reality where you do, okay? Allison, digging the yellow shirt mom. So Danelle told me that I look good in yellow. And so I'm like, well, I'm going to wear yellow today. So there's that. Thank you, Allison. Dana, and then there is raindrop technique. I could talk about that all day. See, there you go. Where are we at on time? Oh, shoot. Wow, I went over a long time ago. Let's see. Ha! Andrew, quick question. I'm having trouble finding my superpower. I am a Christian and I am conservative, and I like to talk about conspiracies. I've been told this can be a hindrance. Cheers. You be my people. Yep. So here's the thing. What we can't do is we can't talk about things in public, only because there's a little censorship thing that happens, right? So you have to be careful with that, but you can still, you can dance around it, so you can get in conversations in other places and really be able to talk about those things. Your bat signal isn't going to have so much to do directly with that, and more to do with your life and why you're that way, okay? What brought you to that point is going to be closer to your superpower. Totally saw the change. Yeah, on the momentum call. Let's see. Yeah, everybody saw it. Oh, that's so awesome. Yeah, Christy, her voice became more passionate. It did, didn't it? Angie, heck yes, it was great. Shule, yeah, I was on that call and it was an amazing transformation right in that split second. It was right there. And I'm like, did everybody just see that? Tell me everybody just saw that. Oh, man. Michelle, I have two main areas I get asked about, and they both light me up with energy. Finding balance is a stretch. You just see which one you enjoy more, and have that be your umbrella, your overarching one, and then the other one can just be flavor to it. Let's see. I'm going to do one more here. If I can. Ha, Natasha, oh yes, make the book. We want the book. Oh my goodness. When is the planner coming out? So I don't have dates. The conversation is being had. So remember, well, maybe you don't remember. In HBR, a couple of days ago, it was Katie Lynn that asked about the planner. And then I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to go ahead and send out an email and see what we can do about it, okay? That was just a couple of days ago. So meetings have not been had. Things have not been finalized. So I don't have a date on it. But I do know things like this can turn around pretty quickly, especially if you already have content ready and things like that. The thing that takes the most time is stuff that doesn't take me time at all, because I can just turn on a dime. But so I would say before, what are we in? The beginning of October? I would say for sure the beginning of December. I would say, and this is without having the meeting, so I do have to check with them. But I would say by the beginning of December at least. So we'll just see. We'll see. All right. You guys, you have the best day. I am having myself a 40-year-old Friday, so you may want to check my Insta stories today, because I'm going to be joking around about what a 40-year-old does on a Friday. You're going to see me at the chiropractor's office. You're going to see me grocery shopping, doing a bunch of 40-year-old things on a Friday. I thought I'd goof around and just do that. So you guys have the best day. I will see you later. Bye.